Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Glorabile Kaimbe. If this is your first time on this channel, you are welcome. And for everyone that has been liking, commenting, subscribing and doing all the beautiful stuff, guys, I see you. This video I would like to just react to an update that I saw from the South African law enforcement with regards to spaza shops. And I think this is a South African term. Yeah, this is a South African term. Spaza shop is a word given to small shops. These shops, you find them at the corner, like in middle class. In my experience, you will usually find spaza shop in middle class areas or lower class, third class or middle class. You know, that is where you will mostly find these spaza shops. It is very unfortunate for me to say that children have lost their lives after having purchased goods from these spaza shops, and this is the reason why South Africa, or the South African law enforcement, has really decided to go out there and start closing down most of these shops. Before I could really give my view on whether I do believe that South Africa should really enforce this, I just wanted to give you guys my experience when it comes to spaza shop or African stores in South Africa, or even in Africa altogether. We need to really talk about these things, because sometimes I feel like we always want to be on one side of the table and not really trying to equate and see, okay, you know, it's very, very bad to always be on the one side and always pointing the finger. Sometimes it's good to really be in the middle and try and be open-minded to try and understand what is really going on. I remember when I went home, I struggled finding a place for me to eat. Like, I barely ate on the road, and it's not in my nature to eat on the road anyway. I'm very picky on where I eat, and should I be going to a place and I want to buy something from there, if I get to that place and my spirit tells me that I should not buy, I will not buy. So I am someone that really prays. I always pray to God and I tell God, I have money in my hand, I really want to buy something, but if today I happen to walk into a KFC shop and my spirit tells me do not buy from this KFC shop, I will not buy. I know some of you will probably be looking at me and say, oh, this girl is trying to show that she's better than everyone else. No, guys. I would rather stay hungry than purchase from a place that I know is not good for me. You are what you eat, and you are what you don't eat. And I know that we usually equate that, we only use that phrase when it comes to, you know, only when it comes to weight loss or anything like that. But our health, you should really take good care of your health, because there is only one you only get one chance to live in this body, and God has given you this body in order for you to enjoy it. God did not give you this body in order for you to constantly be in pain, to constantly be, you know, for you not to take care of it. So do whatever you need to do in order for you to take care of your body. For someone that is married to a Congolese man, and this Congolese man loves eating Congolese food, I have tried in the past, yeah, I have really gone out of my way to, in the past, really make sure that at least 70% of the food that we consume is Congolese. I'm going to say that most of these shops really don't take care of the food that they sell, and should the food go off, they still keep the food in the freezer regardless of the health implications or the health, you know, the effects that it's going to have on people's bodies. So you would really go to these African owned shops. I remember having been sold a fish that is rotten, you know, someone selling you something that they know is rotten, but they are still selling it to you. And it is really sad, because in most cases these people even know you, they know you that you are a regular, but they will let you buy something that has gone off. They know deep down that whatever they are selling you has already gone off, but because they need to make ends meet, also they will close a third eye, because they need to survive, they need to pay the rent of the building. They will let you die. It is an unfortunate truth that I really have to say, because I don't know, if not for God, my husband and I have been poisoned. I think we have gotten food poisoning so many times because of purchasing from these stores. We will go and buy fish. You can taste. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have this ability of tasting something that was defrosted and then frozen again. So when you cook it, you could feel that water, it was defrosted and then exposed to heat and then cooked again, and then frozen again. And then someone like me will come and buy in bulk. I'm like, okay, I'm doing my monthly groceries, and in some cases I will even send my husband will really go and do all this grocery shopping for me, and then, well, he'll buy them. I won't be at home. He'll buy and package them and put them in the freezer for me. So when I'll be cooking, and like, it looks good to the eye. In most cases, when you buy, it looks good to the eye, and then when it goes through the cooking process, you're like, nah, this is not right. Because I'm also into, and I know how I conserve my food. I know when something goes off. I know I know when this is good for me, for consumption or not. Having to cook something and then put it on the table and then realize that it's either the when you're trying to fry or boil the thing, it is just falling into places and then releasing the stench that you never even knew existed, and I'll be putting it in my mouth. I can taste that this is bad. To buying oil that smells like God knows what, the oil that has really been mixed with other substances, not realizing that, okay, this person could really be using their last cent to really, their hard-earned money to come and buy from us. Having gone through that, and then having seen the effect that it has had on us, my husband and I, and of course we have found a store where we currently buy things, or frequently buying things from, but then recently my husband went to buy oil there again and the oil was off, and I was telling my husband, what's up? My husband was like, you know how it is with these African stores, and I know we tried to normalize it. I know we tried to make it look like this is how they normally are, but when it comes to people having to lose their lives, when it comes to children having to lose their lives, the South African, or should I even say everywhere in the world, should anyone be in a position where they are selling food, I do believe that there should be inspectors that will frequently go and visit these places to make sure that this food is really good for consumption. And I've been around long enough. I've gone to several spaza shops, so I know exactly in what conditions these spaza shops are at times. And like I said earlier, I would go to shops with the intention of buying food, or if I go to a major outlet, if I look at that piece of chicken and the chicken does not convince me, I'm not buying it. Even if I'm hungry, I am not buying it. Guys, I would rather drink water. And I really feel like we should really take time to really educate our children with regards to how they eat. I do understand that so many of us parents work long hours. We have to go out and we are not in control of what our children eat. I really do encourage you to pray for your children, to pray for the encounters that they have, but most importantly, let us educate them on the places that they need to buy and what to buy and what not to buy. Applying that culture will affect your life, will affect your body, will affect everything that has to do with you. I have purchased a magwenya that has already gone off, and I could see that this person is selling me this magwenya can barely look at me in the eye. And after having purchased this magwenya, you open the magwenya inside, the magwenya has already turned blue. My sister, I do understand that you are trying to hustle. I do understand that you are really trying to make ends meet, but you having to sell me something that, that has been exposed to the sun for the whole day, you having to sell this to me and willingly, even though I came to you, you should be able to close for business. Fortunately, I am under that I am that person that really feels like I would not want to do something to someone that I don't want to be done to me. So do not be part of that population that will be selling something to someone when you know very well that this is going to affect them in one way or the other. Another thing is that we are the enablers. We are the ones supporting people that are selling us goods like this. For example, the moment that my husband and I discover that you sold us something that has gone off, we are no longer coming back to your store. I am very sorry. I will no longer be coming back to your store. And should I be coming back to your store, I know what I'm going to buy at your store. I'll be very specific on what I buy at your store, because you are no longer trustworthy. Because, you know, I wouldn't... And I know one thing is that we don't like to give review. We don't like, African people don't like reviews. You know what I mean? So should I come to your store and I buy some that has gone off, and I'm coming to you telling you that, my food has gone off, you would want to put the blame on me, or you'd want to accuse me of wanting to destroy your business and not wanting to support you and all of these things, forgetting of the health implications, the health effect that your product had on me. My advice is, South Africa, let us stop enabling such behaviors. And there is something my husband always says. My husband always tells me in French, he says, ce qui coûte moins cher coûte cher, which means what we think costs less or is cheap is actually more expensive. Which means whatever you're buying, whether food, whether clothes, whatever product, you're not going to receive what you actually wanted to get out of the product. In most cases, you might not get what you wanted to get out of the product. Should you always be purchasing cheap, for example, cheap shoes? Even when you have money, you want to purchase cheap shoes because that is your nature. You would be buying 4 pairs of shoes in a year, whereas you could have just purchased 2 pairs of shoes in a year that were durable. That being said, let us do what I always say, let us be our brother's keeper. If you know that you are running a business and you are going to church, you are trusting God to bless you with your business, also make sure that you sell people good things. I cannot imagine how many people that have died as a result of consuming things they were not supposed to consume unknowingly. Don't compromise your health. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you take care of your health. The moment that you discover that you purchased something that has already gone off, or the moment you take a bite and you realize that this biscuit has really gone off, put it back. Take it back to the store and tell them, I've purchased this item and I purchased it from your store and it is already off. You take it back and get your money back. Should you take it back and they cause a whole commotion, for the sake of your life, stop going to that store. Even if it means you must walk for 1 kilometer. Yes, walking is good for you. Walk for that 1 kilometer and go purchase that item that you needed to purchase. If it is even possible, let us normalize buying snacks for our children. I know the importance of us wanting to teach our children how to buy things, or how to manage money from a young age, but I really would like to advise many parents to avoid these mishaps, because as a mother, I really sympathize with the families that have lost their children as a result of this. Buy snacks and put them in the house for your children. If you can, do that. Buy biscuits, buy chips. One thing that I've noticed with my children, whenever I have the ability to buy them snacks, I do stock up on snacks. And the moment anything has gone off, my daughter will know by 1 bite. She will tell me immediately, Mama, this is not good. Just 1 bite. She'll put it in her mouth and she will spit it out and be like, Mom, this is not good for consumption. I feel like I've been blabbing all over in this video. But I really hope that you guys do get the point of this whole video. These people should really be stopped. Because for me, it's being a criminal. Whether you like it or not, if you are doing something in this way, whether you are caught or not, or whether nobody has ever come to complain or not, doing this is really down low being a criminal, and you need to repent. you need to repent. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys. Bye bye.